My dear students, I am your social teacher, MVM School, Yelahanka, Newtown. Children, today's lesson, Judicial System, Lesson Overview, Supreme Court, Functions and Powers of Supreme Court, High Court Functions of High Court, and subordinate courts, Civil Court and Criminal Court, Revenue Courts, People Court or Lok Adalat. So this is the teaching points of the lesson, children. Judicial system in India. Already we know that main organs of our government, legislature, executive and judicial system. Already part 1, what is the legislature and executive. We know that what are the powers and functions of executive, what is the legislature, who made the legislature activities. Those are information already we know that. So this is judicial system. We have a common judicial system for the entire country. Unlike the American judicial system where there are separate courts for the center and the state. But our judiciary is independent of the guidance of legislature and executive. The High Court, Supreme Court, subordinate courts and district courts functions under the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is the highest court of law. Its judgment is final. So any one person first can apply the subordinate courts, next high courts. So finally can not got the result or judicial system, so can go to Supreme Court. So that is the highest court of the law. Judgment also final. Supreme Court. The Supreme Court come into existence by an Act of Parliament of January 28, 1950. It is in New Delhi. The President appoints the Chief Justice and the other judges of the Supreme Court. At present, there are 31 judges including the Chief Justice. Totally. Only President only appoints all the Chief Justice and other judges of the Supreme Court also. At present, totally how many judges including Chief Justice? So 31 judges. When was Supreme Court established? January 28, 1950 only, after the independence. So this is a Supreme Court, children. So suppose any one judges can appointed a Supreme Court judge. What are the qualification can apply qualification of the Supreme Court judge? First, should be a citizen of India. Every judges also should be a citizen of India. Should have served as a High Court judge, suppose, for at least 5 years, or should have been an advocate of the High Court for at least 10 years, or should be distinguished jurist as per the President opinion. Sometimes you can solve the many cases. So in our depend upon our countries border disputes, anyone. So jurist as per the President opinion, that is applied. The age of retirement of the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, 65 years. However, they can resign earlier also if the judge are found quality or guiding while discharging their duties sometime. They can be removed from the office by the President on the recommendation from both the houses with specified majority after their resignation or retirement. The judge cannot practice before any court or can do the work in any other courts, other state or any other court. Their salary and allowances are decided by the Act of Parliament. Time to time So salaries and allowances are also changed. What are the functions and powers of Supreme Court? Original power, resolving the disputes between the union and the state and between the states, state to state and the union territories, safeguarding the fundamental rights of the citizens. Sometimes any problem can creating rights of citizen, interpreting the provisions of the constitution and passing on writs. So this is the original powers of Supreme Court. Second one, appellate powers. Suppose any one citizen may file cases in the Supreme Court against the judgments given in the lower courts, high courts or any courts. The Supreme Court may accept such appeals, not all the appeals, such appeals, most important, are finally can not solve the problems, that cases only, and issues of judgment in these matters, if may also give special directions to the citizens to file such appeals. Third one, advisory powers. Sometimes Supreme Court may advise the President when he seeks its opinion on important public issues. Recently, so can open the schools, many issues. The President may consult the Supreme Court for advice on matters related to agreements and contract entered by the governments formed before the implementation of this constitution. In addition to the above mentioned functions, the Supreme Court serves as a court of records, chief advisor, center and state, and has the power to issue special writs only. So this is advisory powers. So High Court, in every state already know the high courts. Our constitution provide for a high court in every state. Sometimes there is one high court for two or more state. Small state is there, so that I can give the only one high court. The high court consists of the chief justice and other judges, and the number of judges varies from state to state. So depend upon population and district wise also can change. This is High Court. This is Karnataka High Court especially. So qualification, suppose can appointed a High Court judge. What are the qualification of High Court judge? So already we know that Supreme Court judge, what are the qualification? As it is same, High Court judge also should be a citizen of India, should have served as a judiciary officer in a judicial office or worked as an advocate of High Court for 10 years. As it is, first one same to same, should be a citizen of India. Second one is should have served as a judiciary officer in a judicial office or worked as an advocate of High Court for 10 years. Should be a distinguished jurist as for the opinion of the President. Sometime. The age of retirement of High Court judge is 62 years. However, can resign, suppose can interest, earlier can retire also. The judges are found guilty while discharging their duties. They can be removed from the office by the President, supported by the specified majority vote of both the houses of Parliament. Sometime only. Functions of High Court. The High Court has power over the whole state in the functions are the original powers to resolve civil and criminal cases, naval, material, and contempt of courts cases. Sometime. This is the main functions of High Court, and to admit appeals against the judgment, subordinate court or district courts. against the judgment passed by the subordinate courts in civil and criminal cases, civil and criminal matter. And third one, the direct transfer of cases from the lower courts to the higher court to supervise the working of the subordinate courts, to admit writ petitions of to safeguard the fundamental rights and the other legal rights of citizen, to appoint the staff and regulating them. Many, so Supreme Court, next lower court, high court next district and session courts. So district courts also can divide senior division courts or civil cases and chief judicial magistrate court, so that is criminal cases only can solve. Subordinate courts, the conference of the courts that can held in 1948 urged for independence to subordinate courts. As a result, specifications about the structure and scope of subordinate courts have been included in the Constitution, though subordinate courts differ from state to state. Every state also can change. Their main features remain the same. Courts have been classified into two kinds, namely civil courts and criminal courts. So first one is civil courts. Every district is civil courts, and district judge, it is a chief judge. Governor appoints the district judge in consultation with the judges of High Court. The district judge should have served as an advocate if any courts of the state for a period of 7 years. The other judges are selected through competitive examination. Nowadays all the educated judges can appointed. First can write the competitive examination, next can appoint. Civil courts settle disputes related to civil matters like property, land, monetary transactions, marriage, divorce cases and others. They also hear appeals from lower courts. The district judges exercise control over all the civil courts in the districts. The subordinate courts under the district courts. The Court of Subordinate Judges, Court of Additional Subordinate Judges, Court of Munsif, Court of Additional Munsif. So this is the 4 subordinate courts under the district courts. So first, criminal court. So this is only above the all the judges and courts. So civil courts under. Next one is criminal court. Criminal courts come into existence on 1st April 1974. They are also known as district magistrate courts. They functions under the High Court. The highest criminal court at the district level is the Sessions Court. The district judges perform the functions of a judge of his court. Many judges. The court take up crimes like murder, robbery, dacoit, etc. Many cases, kidnapping cases, exploitation of the woman, many cases. So it can come to criminal court. It has the powers to issue death sentences and also life imprisonment sentences. Suppose anyone crime can do, so can give the life imprisonment, death sentences. However, such sentences will have to rectified by the High Court. Similarly, an appeal may be made to the High Court against the judgment given by the criminal court. There are other criminal courts functioning under criminal courts. So, functioning of the under criminal court. So, which are the functioning is there? Chief Magistrate Court. This court does not have the power to pass death sentences or life imprisonment sentences. However, it can impose 7 years punishment. So, that is the main responsibility of the Chief Magistrate Court. Second, first grade Magistrate Court. So, what is the responsibility? This court has greater powers and can impose punishment up to 3 years or fine up to 5,000 rupees or impose both. Moreover, it can admit appeals against judgments from lower magisterial courts. So, only 3 years fine and up to 5,000. So, that is the responsibility of the first grade magistrate court. Third one is second grade magistrate court. This court has the power to impose punishment up to 2 years or the fine rupees 1,000 or both. Next, third grade magistrate court responsibility. The court has power only to impose 1 month imprisonment, fine of rupees 50 rupees. The both neither second class nor the third class magisterial courts can be admit appeals against the judgment of any other courts. So, any fine only. Suppose traffic signal jump. So, that is only can give the magistrate, third grade magistrate court. Both the district and session courts are one and the same, with the same judge passing judgment in both. When the court take up a civil matter, sometime it is called a district court. And when it take up a criminal matter, it is called sessions court. This is the functional under the criminal court. District courts, revenue courts, especially district under, that is revenue courts. There are revenue courts in every district. They take up cases related land tax, land records, etc. Revenue court comprise the following courts. First one, Tahsildar court. The Tahsildar court is the lowest court among the revenue courts, and the Tahsildar is its judge. The court is also known as Taluk Magistrate Court. In every taluk, Tahsildar is there, so can give small issues judgment. District Subdivisional Officers Court. The Assistant Commissioner is the judge in this court. This court take up appeals against the decision and judgment of Tahsildar court. Sometime District Revenue Court or District Magistrate Court. Existing in every district, this court take up appeals against the judgment given by the Tahsildar court or the District Subdivisional Officers Court. The Deputy Commissioner is its judge. Commissioner Court. The court takes up appeals against the judgment. Sometime district magistrate courts only can appeal. The divisional officer is its judge, can give the any one decision, any one result. So, only divisional officer only can give the judgment. Last one, revenue board. Only revenue means can collecting taxes. This is the highest court dealing with revenue cases. It has a power to take appeals against the judgment of the lower revenue courts. The revenue secretary is its head, and the court functions under the supervision of the High Court. All the supervision High Court only can maintain the revenue board. So, this is the every district courts. Every district courts is the people's courts or Lok Adalat. So, recently only can establish it and very fast judgment, lower caste. In India, the legal procedure is time consuming and expensive, especially court that is more expensive and the time long duration can take 10 year, 25 year. So that is, but as an alternative, the government has set up other forms of legal institutions which functions faster and are less expensive. These institutions come into existence in 1985. One of them is Lok Adalat. It takes up cases from parties who mutually agree to settle the cases amicably. Small cases only can solve. Lok Adalat are established only in some states like Gujarat, New Delhi, Karnataka, and a few others. Some judges of the Supreme Court, social workers, and young law graduates are founding members of this course. Graduate workers and social workers can join and can establish it. Cases which have not yet been disposed of by the other courts or high courts can be settled by Lok Adalat. It has three features, main features of the Lok Adalat. It lays stress on compromise. It is fast and cheap expansion. It reduces the judicial burden on other courts. Lok Adalat, it is a people courts also, and land, possession, banking, marriage, and alimony related cases only can take. Laborers problem, small issues. These courts are established by either the district law authority or the taluk law authority. Two mediators will be present. The judgment given by the Lok Adalat are final and binding on both the parties. Compromises. Most of the cases only compromise, and appeals cannot be filed against them. These judgments enjoy the same respect that judgments of civil courts do. Okay, children, I give the activity in classwork only. Thank you. Have a nice day.